We're back.
Yes, after that long round. Yeah,
Luckily, I
we'll
played.
play first.
This is fine, I guess. Not very
Yeah, it is.
excited about it.
Well, there are a lot of lands in it, per usual, but we got a first couple good. Well, getting a turn 3 Silver Drake is pretty good.
Yeah,
It's
I
no
agree.
Geist of Saint Trapped, but, you know,
It's got the same mana cost. Oh man,
and it's a goose turning into a silver
I was gonna
dragon.
say no. It's clearly Silver Loon turning or Sawtooth Loon turning into a Silver Drake because you want to
I
chain
thought
gating
Sawtooth. Oh man, that's awesome. Now we're gonna curve out. Just remember to play that Plains next turn.
deal. I wonder who
This is like
chooses.
perfect. I bet we're gonna draw into some soldiers.
That would be sweet. So, aw,
Can we crank into that
I
anyway?
have to offer the trade.
Yeah, if you don't, it would be wrong.
Yeah,
I mean, if we can get the trade, I'll feel really good.
me too. And
Okay,
we
well,
got 2 free points of damage, so we feel decent about that too.
yeah,
This is gonna do a lot in this game, but
I think they'll land it next turn or the turn after.
yeah, I think so too. It would be nice if we could sequence it so we can play something else that turn too, if at all possible.
All I'm saying is that in the end that might not be worth it, but like it's also possible
Shut
you
up,
just like
shut up. I have something interesting to talk about, and I just
cool,
remembered.
do it, do it, do it.
Oh,
Oh,
oh. So, who do you think decides what land art goes into goes into a draft? That'd be a fun job to have.
I agree. So do we attack this turn and
Yeah,
then we?
play the white guy because he can port us out of white.
Well, I guess, but is that? Do I care about that?
Yeah,
I guess I do. I just really like power armor,
I
and I think
know.
that's gonna be the way that we. Please, please, please.
One, what? Yes.
It's awesome. Why is that a human soldier knight, not just a human knight?
I because the knights had to learn how to fight in formation for
What if
the
what if we just
Phyrexian
put on the bottom?
invasion.
Hunting Drake, an island, and what else?
Prohibit.
That's
I didn't
fine.
actually pay any attention, so that could be bad. Probably should have put the Drake first. I don't know what I did. That was sweet. But
That
now
was.
now he can just
Now,
port us out. Traveler's cloak?
what does that do? A
Ugh.
cantrips and a.
Island walk.
That's okay. Why? Why would? Oh, I guess it's the guy that has the highest power on his board.
Yeah. But I just mean he's searching for land, but it's pretty irritating for us. Beat
Well,
stops here. Starts here. My bad.
we can even make our enlistment officer have flying this turn.
It's true.
Is he going to
Which,
port us out of white to prevent us from playing that Angel Fire Crusader? Yep.
yep. I think that the if we don't draw white here, that the Skyweaver plan actually
How much? We're gonna have 5 land.
next. I think that next turn we want to play the power armor.
Sounds familiar now. Well, we're gonna play land.
Yeah.
The
Uh,
alternative is what? To get through for 5 and put him at 10? I actually wonder if putting him at 10 is really good right
I
now.
that's actually what I was. I guess that you didn't get that. I was gonna play the Skyweaver and give our guy flying because next turn we can play power armor and give our guy flying again. So
Yeah. Or play an Angel Fire Crusader if that seems better, but the Power Armor is one of those cards that's actually probably more often than not a 2-turn commitment,
yeah.
and it just never feels good, even if the. I
Well,
don't know. It's a weird card.
when we can do this much damage and actually activating it, having it on the board at the beginning of our turn is a little bit better for us because of the Reef Shaman. So for him to port us, we can get a +3.
Yeah. Agreed. Is that going to become a Silver Drake? That's funny.
I guess he's not going to port us this turn. Or
No, well, he's definitely not going to bounce the Samite Pilgrim, is he?
no. Okay, so the Loon will block a Silver Drake. So the question now is, do we plop a Crusader? No, we don't have to. We can do it next turn.
I just hope this game doesn't become a question of who's preventing how much damage because of domain and who's turning whose lands into other lands.
I know, this game will take forever if that's the case. And
He's
I have
like,
a
I'm
haircut
making
scheduled.
He's like, I'm making my island a swamp so I can prevent 4, and you're like, well, I'm making my mountain a swamp so I can power armor for 4.
There's actually no window to deprive him of a land type if he has it. Okay, so here's a question. Do we want to get in for 2? Or do we want to play a Sunscape Familiar and a Power Armor?
Um, Getting in for 2 doesn't feel all that great, though I like the idea of having an Angelic Crusader that can have flying
Okay,
with the
so
Silver Drake. I mean, don't we?
yeah. Let's do that. Let's go Crusader and get in for 2.
Is it possible to get in with our enlistment officer on the ground and
It
have that matter?
it is no. He just blanks us with double Pilgrim.
Okay.
And that wouldn't matter. Oh yeah, if you want to play this. But I don't think the familiar really matters. So next turn we can play this, or we can play Power Armor and activate it.
Yeah. That's actually cool.
I think that means,
We might win very soon.
yeah. That's what I was thinking. Crazy. He'll just route.
Oh god. If he does, I wouldn't feel that bad.
I
Because
would.
then we have a Sunscape Familiar and a Power Armor.
I think Sunset Familiar gets cut for the Legionnaire in this matchup.
Yeah, that seems right. Sawtooth Loon. So I looked at that card one of the times that I drafted this set. Yuck.
I agree. But
And I just looked at it and I was like, I don't think this card is as good as Silver.
no.
Oh, blown out. Well, here's the Power Armor turn, right?
Yeah,
Can we leave Mountains untapped?
you bet
Like-
we can.
Okay.
So now
So-
we actually have a really interesting.
What happens if we just attack with everybody?
We lose a Skyweaver and are in sad shape.
He's at 8. So let's say we attack with our...
If we attack with everyone, what are the best blocks? The Skyweaver probably gets blocked by a Pilgrim. The Angelfire Crusader probably gets blocked by a Slimer. He eats our silver. I guess he can't just eat a Silver Drake. We could probably take down his Pilgrims if we attacked with everyone, but I don't think that losing a Skyweaver is worth it. So, and he can double. Let's say, if we attack with our Drake,
Keep in mind the enlistment officer, whatever that guy is, he has first strike.
yeah, that's true.
So that's a potential, 5 power?
But he
So-
he prevents 6 to his Loon, so
And he just has to prevent 3 to his loan.
I know, but he can prevent up to 6.
Yeah.
So I don't even think we can really tangle with it.
He can basically block 2 things to neg them, our
Yeah.
enlistment officer and our Silver Drake. So if we attack with those, he can block the Silver Drake with a Sawtooth and prevent 3 to it. He can block the enlistment officer with
Okay,
anything and
the-
prevent 3.
the play
And
has
then-
to be just Sunscape Familiar here, and then we pass, and next turn we crash in with an Air Force.
You think? I'm okay with that. I guess I feel like maybe we could have thought that through a little more. I'm a little nervous that maybe attacking with Angel Fire Crusader is...
A good play.
attacking with Angel Fire Crusader, Enlistment Officer, and Silver Drake would have been good.
We would have just lost a guy, and I mean we could have gotten some damage, but
What would we have lost a guy to?
the Loon.
Because even though we could have power armored that
okay,
guy,
okay, that's what you're saying.
and then the other guys would either have gotten through or
Yeah.
hit Pilgrims.
This is
So I think we made a mistake there.
I see what you mean. Okay, this is interesting. He kept up 6, and we know that he has a Reef Shaman in his hand. So this is going to be, what, a Rushing River, or like a Prof Bolt, or what else?
You can prevent 8 this turn to a creature.
Yeah.
So that means we need to deal 12 to the Sawtooth Loon, and we can deal...
I think-
12. We can deal 7.
I think we just lift up the 2 white guys, attack with everything, and save the guy that he blocks with the Loon.
Okay. And what might happen is that he bounces the Silver Drake and the Angel Fire.
Yeah. Which would
And
put
that,
us behind on the board, but he only has a Reef Shaman in his hand, so it's not that big of a deal. Wow, a game where all of our land... This is like the same game as last time, where we had six spells, and we got card advantage from one of our spells. Ooh, that was a really bad way to do it. I think that this... No, I guess it's the same thing.
are you sure we couldn't just kill him this turn? No, because you assume he has something.
Yeah.
I do too. This way he can't bounce the... I mean, maybe he doesn't have...
Rushing River. He could have like a Repulse or
He
something.
could have, like, Gerard's Command. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He didn't make his land a swamp.
That's interesting.
I mean, he didn't notice that.
So
I
what
think
happens
there's
now?
got to be something, right?
Yeah.
Uh,
What?
so we could have just won, I guess. I guess we could have, if we'd attacked the turn
Nah.
before, the
Yeah,
game
yeah,
would be
yeah.
far
Different.
over by now.
It'd definitely be different. Okay.
Okay, well, at least we weren't punished for our mistakes. At least injustice was on our side.
For once. We saw an enchantment.
He's got a Lash Knife Barrier, right? Like,
Yeah. But the set of disciples decent against him.
Yeah, it is.
What else?
It might be good enough to bring in another.
The Hunting Drake. What we
He had, like,
slimy.
the Kavu,
Yeah,
but
he's
the
got some
swamp,
crap.
but
He's got the flying guy too. So I
just
mean,
so slow.
this guy's fine. I'm taking out the familiar.
That's fine.
So then it's just what do we want to take out for the last card?
Can't believe that guy played the diversionary tactics against us last match.
That would have won the game if we didn't have the unicorn.
I know. So, like, Sated Disciple I'm looking at bringing in, but then I'm looking at how we need to take cards out.
Yeah. So we could take out Prohibit. I like having it, even though it doesn't affect the board. We could take out our Stormscape Familiar, which is low impact. But it also is another...
It actually doesn't do very much in this matchup. It's just another card to make sure that Silver Drake gets in, but we brought in the Unicorn, so...
Yeah, and we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, even though this and the Razor Fund don't really... I think that this is fine.
I like this. The only other thing I'm thinking of is maybe we should bring in another Sated Disciple, but...
I don't think we'll be able to use them very easily.
Yeah, even the Vidalian Serpent's good in this matchup.
Yep.
Coastal Drake won't have any Kavus to bounce, but that's okay.
No, he had 2.
Oh, yeah, he has Slimy and
the Glider, so...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. He's playing all the Kavu in our... Do you think he has, like, a Flame Tongue? Why?
Possibly. Okay, so this is fine.
Yeah. It's almost optimal.
It has, like, the worst... Aww.
That's okay.
Yeah, I know, it's okay, but... Okay. That's fine. The best thing is, I can tap this EOT.
To keep him from porting us?
Yeah. Oh, man.
This is technically Goblin Legionnaire?
Yeah. That's a beautiful plains. No, same at Pilgrim.
Okay, that seems fine. Well...
I'm gonna go with the white tap the Reef Shaman plan.
That's funny.
And I think I should just do it during his
Maybe we
upkeep.
should just crash in there.
No.
That's funny. Now he's gonna crash in there.
I know, it's really fun when utility creatures get busy. So I almost want to play the Legionnaire, but...
Oh, he's gonna be able to do something. Oh.
Do we play the Coastal Drake now?
Over the Silver Drake? Yeah.
Or over the Legionnaire?
I think so.
Okay, and then
You play a mountain, though.
No, I play a...
You might...
No, I play a Plains, because we don't care about double blue. We have a blue in our hand, and I want this the turn that I'm going to cast this.
But then you can't use it the same turn you cast it.
I don't care.
Okay, just making you aware of that.
I don't think that we're going to be able to use it the same turn when we cast it, so. I this is
I'm
just.
excited about Stormscape Apprentice bouncing and being replayed in the same turn, though.
Are you excited about tapping his Pilgrim and then using a Goblin Legionnaire to kill it?
I'm always excited about things like that.
The Reef Shaman play was so much fun.
This is how I learned how draft board states were like. Every creature had an ability that affected the game in some minor way, and you needed to consider every single one of them all the time in this like miserable like stacking order. And you're like, there are 10,000 different possibilities right now.
And remember,
Here are the relevant
this
ones.
is when damage went on the stack too. So
Mm,
so you had to worry about how to use all of your abilities in relation to damage going on the stack.
yeah, which just like multiplies it. I'll block with my Bloodfire Dwarf, sacrifice it. Okay, so let's look at that Bloodfire Dwarf right now.
Without flying.
That's what I wanted to see. So if we play Silver Drake
I
right now,
I think that I return this guy to my hand and do not replay. Well, I can't replay him, so that's fine.
okay, so we made that a white. That's fine. Um,
I think I think returning this to our hand is fine.
I mean, he could blow up Bloodfire Dwarf in response, and then we wouldn't be able to kill
No,
the
we
Samite Pilgrim.
look.
Oh, he just used his Reef Shaman as a port. I
Yep.
was thinking earlier, why did he do that?
I don't know, but I'll take it.
Okay, I like that attitude. Could also just play the Power Armor. Just
What?
start
What?
crashing in the air.
What? Okay, so I'm gonna crash with the coastal,
Yeah.
even though it holds back the Reef Shaman.
Holds back the Reef Shaman. You mean keeps it from crashing?
Yeah.
Thank God Bloodfire Dwarf can't deal damage and then pop. See, it's funny because I've noticed these stalls weren't the same that I remember them to be.
Because
Like,
of
it used to just be you'd have lines of guys out to nowhere, out to like the edge of the table, just waiting for someone to draw Order Chaos. It's, damage doesn't go on the stack anymore. Like,
a lot of the
that means that Bloodfire Dwarf can only deal one damage to the
yeah,
defender. It's not a 2-1 effectively.
yeah.
So it
Oh,
encourages attacks. No
he's
porting?
stuck.
Oh my god. We're not the ones being screwed.
But now
What
I
did he
can't.
just do? He made an extra island?
Yeah.
That's better for us, right? Oh,
Oh. We have no
that
white.
that's funny.
This looks like it's gonna be a power armor turn.
Okay, hang on. Um,
Oh.
that's okay. I don't feel that bad about that. So, do you want to just attack for 5?
Attack for 5, play power armor, and you know what? Might as well play a Stormscape Apprentice.
And if he wants to blow his little buddy...
And then that's
Wait,
fine.
wait, is that really fine?
Well, I think it's fine because then the little guy is gone, and well, I guess we lose this, which sucks. But I don't really see a window, and like then he has to use this guy, the guy that would be attacking, to
Yeah.
port us if he
Yeah.
wants still.
And we can bounce that
Yeah.
if we need to. This is funny either way. This might be a power armor. I can't believe that Rish Port is basically a common.
Well,
It's
no.
printed like 15
What
times.
if they reprinted it in the base set and it was just one tap target land becomes the basic land? So it's like a Shimmering Grotto, but you can target your opponent's lands. They should do that.
Yeah,
Someone that's listening,
make
I
that card.
I cede all claim to the rights to this idea, which I think I do by playing this game anyway. AJ, just
No,
put it in your Magic Google document that must be
that
shared with Mark
Wizards is secretly
Rosewater.
mining.
Yeah.
Now, I'm not officially accusing any employee of any company of taking my ideas from my Google design document, which is closed.
Did you see that?
But I'm just gonna say, yes, I did. I'm just gonna say that. Wait, did he just EOT prevent damage to his own guy?
And then he's like, I'm not sacking the dwarf.
Okay. But basically, I'm not accusing any company anywhere of stealing ideas from my design document. that's closed and no one would have any way of getting into it anyway. But I'm just saying, a lot of cards that have been printed in the last 2 years by Wizards have looked an awful lot like cards that I've designed. Like Legion and Relic Order, I made that.
Yes, he did. He made that like
But I
probably around
cost it.
when
I made that before Scars came out, but it was a 2/3 and it cost white 3.
you
Instead
did.
of a 2/2 that cost white.
You were not ambitious enough, AJ.
Well, I wanted it to be almost like close to a parody of Faceless Butcher. What's happening? What's he doing?
The dwarf.
Oh, so he's
Ooh.
doing it during his turn?
Yep.
Okay, that makes sense.
Okay, so I have a real question here. When he activates this to turn
He didn't. So
neat, I'm
he's
playing the
gonna.
Legionnaire right now.
You bet you are.
And then I'm going to attack and play an Ardent Soldier.
Very soon, we're gonna have Chaos win.
Well, next turn it's just going to be upkeep, chaos, and then power armor a guy, and just be like, ha 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 ha. I'm going to make.
So
Hopefully, I remember to laugh like that.
it would be funny if this game were like Call of Duty or Halo, where when you were near your opponent in some capacity. I don't know how that would be represented in the game, but they could just hear you talking.
So we can only assume that he waited on the shaman because he wanted to blow out a power armor activation, and by blow it out, I mean make it slightly less powerful.
Yeah, basically turn his Reef
Power.
Shaman into a Samite Pilgrim for him.
Less power armor? What? Aww.
Well, there goes our Liegi.
Oh well. I'll just chaos win anyway.
Yeah, I think so. He's tapped out now.
You've been waiting for this. All of our drafting had
All
just come to this
season.
one moment. This one moment where I get to cast chaos to break a stalled board. It's not even really a stalled board.
Okay.
I am going to.
Wait, what are you doing?
I'm power armoring
Okay, so the first. Okay, just making sure. I thought you were tapping the mountain to activate the power armor. I was like, no.
Chris, why do you do this to me?
You don't have to domain it. He's like, why did he give that to his guy on the ground? That's exactly what he's thinking right now.
This guy is so bad.
Okay. Okay, so
We are so bad.
That guy can be blocked by any of these things.
Oh, I hate how I have to click and write.
Wait, hang on.
You want me to let it happen? See what he changes it to first?
He's got the Tundra Kavu too, so he didn't activate the Tundra Kavu to turn our mountain into a...
Oh, in response to the... Well, he wants it to block.
Yeah. Okay. Let it happen.
I'm making this way too complicated. I should have just went chaos.
Yeah. Now we're like floating this red in a weird way. Let's see what land he turns it into. Swamp?
Plains. Cast. Chaos. Bam! F6.
Look at the art.
You remember when you were really in...
I remember Travis in a Commander video making fun of the crime and punishment split card. It's like they took two pieces of bad art, or two corners of art, and expanded them to make entire half cards.
Oh man!
Because they thought no one would see the detail.
Are these split cards always like this, where each split card has...
Remember to attack. Just attack and then keep talking.
Where each split card has like the same character in it? Like, he's being a boss in order, and getting owned in chaos.
Well, I can definitely tell you that that's not the case in Fire Ice, which just has like two spittle shots that were dyed red, and they decided it needed to be a red card. And on the other side, like a little dwarf clutching its innards in the fetal position.
Okay, we'll see you next round.